What is up, everyone? Hey, welcome back to another one of my videos. Gonna be doing something a little different today. We are taking you inside the magic of my Disney characters in quarantine. Yes, I'm gonna be taking you through every single costume, every single prop, all the little questions and details that you might have wondered while watching these videos. It's all gonna be covered today, right here, right now. We're going to show you how to DIY or Disney it yourself. Our first character on the list is Rafiki. This is the big opening moment. I knew I had to start the video with one of the most iconic opening scenes in Disney history, the Circle of Life. A lot of people kept asking me, did people see you on your balcony? Do your neighbors hate you? And were you naked? And the answers to those are, yes, there were people who were walking by while I'm standing on my balcony wearing makeup and a wig with no shirt on. Was I naked? You'll never know. It was also quarantine, so people were kind of okay with people doing stuff on their balcony and being loud. It was all good. I never really got any complaints from any of my neighbors. In fact, I made friends with some of my neighbors. Rafiki's costume was super easy. I used an old wig from when I was Elle Woods for Halloween like 6 years ago, and then some of my old stage makeup when I used to do theater. I used Ben Nye to paint my face off of a photo that I saw online, and then I just grabbed my kitchen broom and called it his walking stick. Our next characters are Gaston and Lefou. I actually used the exact same wig for both characters, except with Gaston, I used this red ribbon, but with Lefou, I didn't use the ribbon because I needed it for his handkerchief thing that he wears around his neck. The wig was actually a 50s housewife wig that I had to trim with electric trimmers, like when I used to shave my face, and then I had to style it with hair ties in order to get it to look like this old Victorian thing. I don't even know what kind of style their hair is. For Gaston's outfit, I used a red t-shirt, this black workout belt, and then just some simple kitchen cleaning gloves. For Lefou, I used this old pirate shirt that I had in 7th grade, as well as a black suit vest, some green pants, and like I said earlier, that red ribbon that goes around his neck. A fun fact is that Gaston and Lefou's scene is solely responsible for the entire Disney in Quarantine series. I actually came across a meme of someone who had a picture of Gaston holding cleaning supplies, and it said, "No one cleans like Gaston, quarantines like Gaston." And I didn't write that, but I found it and I knew I could sing that song. So I wrote all the other characters and then brought Gaston and Lefou's to life. So whoever made that meme out there, thank you. Next up is Aladdin. I actually got pretty lucky with this character because I had played Aladdin many years ago, and I had actually already had some of the costume pieces available. The magic carpet I actually already coincidentally owned because I bought it for when I was Genie for Halloween last year. So every costume in this video, nothing was purchased. I strictly made it from everything that I had in my house because I was like, all right, quarantine, gotta make these costumes from what I got. When it also came to that scene, I wanted to give the appearance that Aladdin was flying, and I didn't have any green screen technology, so I was like, oh, I'll just lay my magic carpet over my coffee table and have Aladdin watching TV, and that'll be the scene. So if you didn't get the impression that Aladdin was supposed to be flying, he was supposed to be flying. Okay, so Aladdin's outfit is comprised of his classic purple vest, his little red fez, and for his pants, I used my baggy white joggers and actually cut an old yellow bandana that I had and pinned it onto the knee to give it that street rat look. Also, the lyrics in that scene, I say, "A new disease, what can we do?" COVID isn't a disease, and I'm an idiot. Next up, we have Lumiere. Now, this one was gonna be super simple. All I needed was the color coordination of yellow and some sort of black, because I knew it wasn't gonna look like a candlestick. And I also wanted to shoot the scene next to the sink, because when I wrote it, I was like, I need to have fire in my hands. So I lit 2 paper towels on fire right before I started singing the lyrics. I sang the song, and then I did the action of wash your hands, because I knew I could put out the fire with the sink that was running. That is how I did Lumiere, as simple as a yellow shirt. So I just flipped it inside out and I put it over this long sleeve black dress shirt. Be all gas! Please do not actually light paper towels on fire and hold them in your hands. I am a professional, and I was also under the supervision of my cat. Next up, we have Baloo from The Jungle Book, where I sang Bare Necessities. I wanted to make this scene about shopping just for what you needed. A lot of people were saying I look like a mouse, but give me a break. All I had was this gray hoodie. I used a couch pillow for my belly, and then some Mickey ears, and then these black tactical work gloves. The bag was actually a Postmates bag because I'd worked for Postmates and delivered for a few months. I just wanted to make the lyrics about shopping for your basic house groceries and not to freak out because everything was gonna be all right. Next up is Hercules. So he wears this kind of white toga thing until he actually becomes a hero. So I was like, oh, I have a white shower curtain. So I'll just wrap that around my body and tuck it into my pants. And then I just needed a bottle of Dial and a ping pong paddle. And so what I did for every single song was I would take the lyrics and then try to rhyme words with the actual lyrics. For example, I know every mile. And mine were, wash your hands with Dial. And that's how I went about writing the lyrics. Our next character is General Li Shang from Mulan. I know I look nothing like him, but I just had to get this whole ninja warrior look across, so I used an old ninja outfit. I tied the belt around my head, and then I have these ninja gauntlets that go over my arms. And then again, I just went back to my trusty broom. Oh, I'm actually really good. I'm a lot better. Let's a social distance to defeat. Oh. All right, it's the moment you've probably all been waiting for. The queen herself, Elsa from Frozen. This one was probably the biggest character to have hit that whole video. I got the most responses about Elsa, and it was the most fun to do. So I did lie. I forgot. I actually went to Target and I had bought the Elsa wig from the kids section, as well as the Anna wig, but I will get into where I used the Anna wig in a moment. So for her outfit, I used a plain blue t-shirt. I had the latex gloves when she conceals don't feels. I have the wig, which I got from Target. It's actually a really solid quality wig. Then I actually used that shower curtain for her cape. Again, I was going for color coordination. I knew I couldn't pull off the Frozen white princess gown, and then I just finished it off with some white jeans. Elsa was probably the most fun and one of the hardest ones to shoot because her notes were so high. I didn't honestly anticipate having to do that scene 5-6 times, but I did. Just stay home. It was hard to get there. Just stay home. After singing an entire day, and I left Elsa for one of the last ones to do. But nonetheless, it was definitely the biggest impression. Last up for part 1 is none other than Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Now, I knew that if Ariel was going to be quarantined with a bunch of other Disney characters, odds are it had to take place somewhere wet, like the bathtub. I was originally going to fill the bathtub with water to make it more funny, but I knew it was going to affect her seashell bra, which I used coffee filters. I painted them purple and then I just duct taped them to my chest. The coffee filter was actually a last-minute decision. I was originally gonna wear like a purple shirt, but then Markian suggested I use coffee filters because they look like seashells, and I was like, so we went ahead and scrambled. I painted these things, taped them on, and we did the scene. The wig, as I mentioned earlier, is actually Anna's wig when I also bought Elsa's wig from Target. I cut the bangs off of Anna's wig and removed all the braids and then put a bunch of hairspray and styled it. It took me about 40 minutes just to style this wig. And then for her mermaid tail, a pair of green pants, which I also used for Lefou. Alright, well, that is all the characters for Disney in Quarantine Part 1. I know I said I was going to cover all the characters, but I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to break it up into Inside the Magic Part 1, 2, and 3. So if you guys want to see Part 2 and 3, or even maybe Avengers in Quarantine, Inside the Magic, then go ahead and let me know. Leave a comment, tag your friends, share the video. I appreciate you guys more than you know, so thank you so much. This video has changed my life, and I cannot be more grateful to be able to make content for you guys. So thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you next time inside the magic.